Hey there, everyone. We will get our graphics back up momentarily. Just want to make sure that I got everything that I need. Graphics are back. So we're going to get things rolling here right now. We have those thunderstorms out and about. They are starting to lose a little bit of their punch. You can see that a lot of the lightning strikes that we had at times are now gone. So Bangor towards Pinconning. I'm hearing a couple rumbles of thunder out in our area right now. But overall, they are starting to weaken. So the good news here is we don't have any severe weather, really just some heavier downpours. There's no even special weather statements on any of these cells. I'll show you what it's kind of looking like right now. And you can see that I just turned on our watches and warnings, even advisories or statements. Nothing is popping up. So we're not necessarily worried about stronger thunderstorms, but a couple rumbles of thunder, flashes of lightning that you can see along this line that will continue to potentially bring some of those, dangerous lightning strikes. But outside of that, we are going to keep things sub-severe, and they are moving into a little bit more of a cooler, drier atmosphere into the thumb. So you may hear a few rumbles of thunder. You'll have a heavier downpour along this line. Behind it, things are quieting on down. We're not necessarily looking at anything too significant behind this line, but this is ahead of a cold front, which will get us a little bit cooler and continue the unsettled weather into the weekend because of an upper level low. Now, initially what we were thinking was, hey, here's this upper level low. This is the upper level pattern of the atmosphere. So warmer colors indicate warmer temperatures up in the atmosphere, cooler colors, the greens and the blues, that's cooler temperatures up in the atmosphere. And whenever you see these circles of either warmer temperatures or cooler temperatures, the warmer temperatures, that's going to be a ridge of high pressure. The cooler temperatures, that's going to be the upper level low. And what that is going to bring, we have that overall pattern of the rotation right around that low center. That's going to allow for the cooler, more unsettled weather to continue into the weekend. And you can also see that it doesn't really move a whole lot into early next week. So Saturday looks dry. We'll see high pressure building on in. But Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, that low is going to be close enough to keep the unsettled weather going. It's far enough off to the east. By Wednesday into Thursday, we'll see the ridge eventually building on in. Another upper level low that's coming right in through here. But the overall jet stream pattern is going to bring us some warmer, more quiet conditions as we head into the latter portion of next week. So that's something to look out for as well. But overall, we are expecting those unsettled conditions because of the upper level low to continue into the end of the weekend and early next week. What we are going to be seeing is quite a bit of showery activity that's not really going to amount to a whole lot. This includes what will happen Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Not anything for the rest of today, but Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, we're expecting 1/4 to 1/2 inch of rainfall, maybe upwards of 3/4 to an inch in spots, depending on where some of those heavier bands of showers are able to develop. This evening's system will continue on off to the east, dragging that cold front on through. That upper level low, I don't want to put the L because that's not a surface low, but that upper level low, I have it with that spin right around Omaha. That will eventually interact with that boundary, so that cold front down just to the south of Indiana, Ohio, not on our map. It will allow for a surface low to develop. So that's going to actually move further to the north along with that upper level low and bring some of those rain showers in for our Sunday. Saturday looks dry. Sunday, unfortunately, does not anymore. Sunday actually looks like the worst of the 2 days because of the extra clouds and those rain showers, along with some of those chillier temperatures. We had a huge temperature difference from north to south today, 40s across the north, 50s and 60s through the thumb and our Saginaw Bay region, and then 70, 72 in Owasso, 70 in Saginaw. Did see that warm front moving maybe a little bit further to the north than what was initially and originally expected, but overall, we had a good idea of who was going to get on the milder side and who was going to stay cool to the north, warm to the south. That warmer air is going to allow for these heavier bands of rainfall to continue and we could even again have a couple rumbles of thunder. It's all associated with this low that dragged the warm front through this morning, gave us that heavier round of rainfall earlier on today. Now it's producing those showers and storms. That'll be off to the east for the majority of tonight. So midnight and beyond, we've got dry conditions, cloudy skies for the overnight lows. We are going to be talking about temperatures low to mid 40s, maybe some upper 30s as we look into our northern communities for tomorrow morning, but a lot of clouds, and there is the potential of a few showers by tomorrow morning. I'll show you that here right now. My computer just kind of lagged right there, but we've got those showers and storms that are out there currently. Those are over into Ontario by 11 p.m. Then we see the clouds continuing to filter on in with a couple showers that could happen into the early morning hours, not early morning, but morning hours for our southern and central spots, and then we just kind of stay cloudy throughout the day. We do have the opportunity maybe at a little bit of sunshine for our Saturday. You can see some of those clouds starting to dissipate, but then the clouds return for Sunday, and we do see that rain shower chance moving into our southern spots as we look into the afternoon and evening on Sunday. If you are a avid Kentucky Derby, I don't know why that skipped my mind, but if you are an avid Kentucky Derby watcher or viewer, just know it likely will be a wet and muddy track out there on Saturday because Louisville is going to see the same system we will on Sunday. It'll just be Saturday for them, so they will see quite a bit of rainfall. So not the greatest viewing conditions and probably not the greatest racing conditions either with that upper level low, making things a little bit unsettled and a little bit, I guess you could say, not so nice, a little bit nasty out there, not just for us, but some spots down to our south as well. There is now a new special weather statement. I'll show you that here in a moment. It is including the city of Flint, so it's Genesee County. I'm going to get to that here momentarily. Just to show you where that special weather statement is. That is from our storms here that are ongoing right now. You can see that white box. That is our special weather statement. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put our radar over top of it so it's not obscuring it. But that special weather statement includes portions of Livingston, northern Oakland, most of Genesee, all of Lapeer, and southern Sanilac counties, southern Tuscola counties. That is going to be, and I'll give you the details here, until 8:45, could see some gusts upwards of 40 miles per hour with this line. Not really seeing too much in the way of thunder and lightning anymore, but some gusty winds, maybe as these storms are starting to fall apart, could be pushed down to the surface. So keep that in mind. Once again, that special weather statement is in effect until 8:45 this evening. 40-mile-per-hour winds possible as this line continues to cruise through southern Saginaw, southern Tuscola, all of Lapeer, most of Genesee, northern Oakland, and northern Livingston counties. That is over the next hour or so. As it moves further into the thumb, we are expecting a weakening trend to these cells. We are going to wrap things up momentarily. Just wanted to show you that 7-day forecast one more time. We kind of had an impromptu change right there at the end because of that special weather statement that got issued. But overall, we are going to keep things sub-severe, and it's really just going to be a lot of heavy rain that comes in with these cells. 50s for the weekend. Now mainly in the 60s, maybe close to 70 on Wednesday, but mainly the low to mid 60s for most of next week. We do have some rain chances Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, after a dry and fairly cloudy day tomorrow and Saturday. All right, everyone, that's going to wrap it up for this edition of Beyond the Forecast. I appreciate you guys joining me every Thursday. We'll have another edition next week. Have a great week and weekend coming up, and we'll hopefully see you guys on our shows tonight at 10 and 11.